If they're like, oh, you're not allowed to know that. Really? Why am I not? Because I might arrive at a conclusion that's different from the lies you're telling me? Actually, I want that information. You. Honestly, they're going to win. Like, the powers that be will win, at least in the short term. Ultimately, they'll all blow up, but like, we're powerless and hated. I think this myself all the time. Are they going to crush me? Oh, yeah.
What's up, guys? It's your boy, Benny. Did Tucker Carlson know that the deck was stacked against him? That he was going to get fired from Fox News in the months leading up to that firing? It seems like he's been predicting it all along, and maybe we just missed it. First off, the Nelk Boys podcast. The Nelk Boys have a monster podcast. Tucker Carlson was on it just a few months ago, and he said this.
Because, like, Russia.
Yeah, it's like,
why wouldn't you want all the information you can get?
I know.
And by the way, if you're an adult citizen, why don't you have the right to all the information you can get? Like, when did we give that up? First of all, I can like or dislike anyone I want. Okay. I'm 53. I've earned that right. I can like anyone I want. That is not a crime. My opinions are not a crime. They never can be a crime in a free country. A. B. I have a right to all the information I need to make an informed decision about whatever the issue is. That's democracy, right? If they're like, oh, you're not allowed to know that. Really? Why am I not? Because I might arrive at a conclusion that's different from the lies you're telling me? Actually, I want that information.
yeah.
You.
F you, Tucker Carlson says, and Tucker is right. Tucker making the declaration while Fox was trying to turn the screws on him. According to reporting, Fox did not like Tucker Carlson's reporting on January 6th. Fox did not like his reporting on the election, and Fox did not like his reporting on the war in Ukraine. And now Fox will be liberated to warmonger as it has done through Iraq and Afghanistan and now in the new wars, because wars are great for ratings and you can't have somebody questioning those wars. And if you want to know the value of someone, just look at his enemies, because there are Pentagon officials that are now celebrating Tucker Carlson's demise at Fox News. Although we have a feeling that Tucker Carlson will be back, and soon enough. This wasn't the first time nor the last time that Tucker Carlson predicted that he may be done at Fox in the lead up to his summary firing. Speaking with Charlie Kirk just a few months ago.
For young people, get married.
Yeah,
Think
get married
small.
and have a ton of kids. I mean, get married when you're too young, have more kids than you can afford, take a job you're not qualified for, live boldly, stop getting high. Stop doing anything that blurs your vision or makes time go faster. You're going to die before you know it. Don't waste a second. That's the sin, is living thoughtlessly and wasting time. It's the one thing you can't get back. I've wasted a lot of money in my life. Oh my gosh. I don't care. I don't regret any of it. Every room service meal was worth it. It was fine. But any time that I wasted is really bitter for me because it's finite. And so live as fully as you can. And you can't control all this stuff that's going on. You can't control what Google does. And honestly, they're going to win. Like, the powers that be will win, at least in the short term. Ultimately, they'll all blow up. But like, we're powerless and hated. I think this myself all the time. Are they going to crush me? Oh, yeah. Okay. But in the meantime, you know, I want to experience my life as fully as I possibly can. And I think that starts with having like a ton of kids, like way more than is so, like Mormon levels of kids. I mean that.
Tucker Carlson saying, yep, they're going to crush me. They're going to win. In the near term, they're going to win. They're going to get all blown up in the end. But in the near term, they're going to crush me. And he's okay with that. Tucker Carlson, in speaking about his profession, the media profession, and the known liars inside of that profession, especially the known liars as it pertains to warmongering and the wars that get fought. Tucker Carlson going in on specifically the Iraq war, back to that Nelk Boys podcast, and talking about how his profession has totally changed, predicting that his views will eventually get him canceled.
Big part of the revelation that's changed my life is the media are part of the control apparatus. Like, there's no, yeah, I know, because you're younger and smarter and you're like, yeah.
Yeah.
But what if you're me and you spent your whole life in that world, and to look around and all of a sudden you're like, oh, wow. Not only are they part of the problem, but I spent most of my life being part of the problem, defending the Iraq war. Like, I actually did that. Can you imagine if you did that?
Well, what do you think? What is one of your biggest regrets in your career?
Well, defending the Iraq war.
That is it?
Well, I've had a million regrets, not being more skeptical, calling people names when I should have listened to what they were saying. Look, when someone makes a claim, there's only one question that's important at the very beginning, which is the claim true or not? So I say, you committed murder or you rigged the last election. Before you attack me as a crazy person for saying that, maybe you should explain whether you did it or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for too long, I participated in the culture where I was like, anyone who thinks outside these pre-prescribed lanes is crazy, is a conspiracy theorist. And I just really regret that. I'm ashamed that I did that. And partly it was age, partly it was the world that I grew up in. So when you look at me and you're like, yeah, of course they're part of the means of control, I'm like, that's obvious to you because you're 28, but I just didn't see it at all. And I'm ashamed of that.
Isn't that what the media tries to do, though?
It's their only purpose.
Right.
They're not here to inform you. Really? Even on the big things that really matter, like the economy and war and COVID and like things that really matter that will affect you. No, their job is not to inform you. They are working for the small group of people who actually run the world. They're their servants. They're their Praetorian Guard. And we should treat them with maximum contempt because they have earned it.
Man, okay, so there's Tucker Carlson saying that the corporate press needs to be treated with maximum contempt because they have earned it. Man, you wonder why Tucker Carlson might have been let go from the people that he's talking about there. And he did not exclude necessarily Fox News. Now, Tucker Carlson has, of course, not been vengeful or mean or evil publicly to Fox. In fact, the opposite. Today, we were able to see photos of Tucker Carlson living his best life, tooling down the road in a golf cart, smiling and laughing with his wife of 30 plus years. He has 4 children with his wife, Susan, and they are heading out to dinner. They were having a grand old time. Look at them. This is what joy actually looks like. This is what following his own advice actually looks like. In that Charlie Kirk clip about having kids and living a good life and knowing that these people might win in the end, but they cannot steal your joy and they cannot take from you that which is eternal. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing to see. And we're proud to say that Tucker Carlson, after all of this, after having literally everything thrown at him and taken from him, I guess in the near term, until we figure out what's going on here, we're happy to report that Tucker Carlson is still laughing. And there he goes, off into the sunset, as he should. And I hope he gets some much needed rest. He said in that interview that is the first time he's been able to go out with his wife to dinner on a weeknight in years. 7 years, to be exact. God bless Tucker Carlson. Keep fighting. We'll see you soon, brother. This is your boy Benny, saving America. Like, share, and subscribe. See ya. Thank you for watching. Our channel's here to meme the libs until they cry and then to meme them crying. Their tears, they taste just like sweet, delicious ice cream. Salty, too. We ridicule the establishment and the libs because of you. Your support keeps us going. So if you like what you saw, please punch the subscribe button, click like, and ring the little bell so that you know when we're live. Don't you want to know when we're live? And make sure that you subscribe to our email list just in case the plug gets pulled, as tends to happen. If you want to see more of our videos, click here or here. My name is Benny Johnson. Stay free, Base Patriots.